So what we're gonna do, friends, is I want your full attention on my Zoom shared screen. I want your full attention on my Zoom shared screen. Gerald has volunteered. What we're gonna do is we're gonna walk through Gerald's final project together, and we're gonna see how we can make it even better or how he could change some things up to make sure he's meeting the requirements of his project. Why I want you paying attention is because you might be able to see like, oh, I did that too. Let me adjust mine. Okay, so we're all gonna learn together as a group, and we're using Gerald's as an example. Snaps to Gerald for letting us use his. Awesome, here we go. First things first, we need to check his plot diagram. Does he have a setting? Okay, it's in the new house. It's 3 weeks from the day they moved, okay? We could probably add in like, what's the weather like? Where are the characters? What characters are going to be included? It looks like Gerald has some editing to do there, so we won't focus in. But so let's look at this exposition. Here we go. 3 weeks later, it's Travis's first day of school. He receives a $100 coin for his day of school, and Travis gets to school. So it's probably going to be at the school, but do we have any other characters that are going to be introduced at the beginning, or is it just Travis? What's the weather like? Same thing. So rising action, he's flipping the coin for fun. He drops it. A group of boys takes it. Travis goes to the nurse's office, and he has to explain what happened to the principal. So let's see how he's doing. Let's all look at his together. So, exposition. We're going to bring this all up. Time, 8:35 a.m. Travis is walking to school. Marvelized by the gold coin, mesmerized, he had received by his father on his way out of the house, he trips over a crack and the coin jumps from his hand. He watches helplessly as the coin rolls and rolls until it is at the tip of the curb. Travis leaps and saves the coin from going in the drain. He does and takes a breath, gets up, and decides to put it in his pocket. Phew, that was close. So, because this is dialogue, it's a stage directions, we don't need quotation marks because it is not a novel. So, don't worry about doing any of this. We know he's talking. Phew, that was close. Mama would kill me if I lost that. A boy rounds the corner. He is about Travis's height. Light-skinned, blonde hair, green eyes. So awesome. We know exactly what this new character looks like. Oh, boy. Lost what? He says with general curiosity. Travis, my dad gave me a coin. Boy. Ooh, can I see it? Travis. Boy. So we can add some stage directions here. We can probably tell with this that he's pretty unsure. So we're going to put parentheses and we're going to say unsure. My name is Sir Benjamin G. Aw. Gianna is for Merrick. Well, you don't have to say sir. What's your name? Travis. My name is Travis Younger. Sorry, I'm just skeptical because a whole lot of folks don't like us around here. Ben. Nice to meet you, Travis. It really sucks that you have to be wary about people hurting you and taking your things. Then we need to make another space for this. They start walking and talking. 10 minutes later, they arrive at school. So the bell is not a character. We're not going to have someone on stage running into the middle of the stage going, ring, right? So this is still going to be a part of the stage directions, right? We're going to say 10 minutes they arrive to school, the bell sounds, and I can tell that he wanted it to be nice and loud and long. Sound loud and I don't know, whatever you want to say to describe that bell sound. And we can delete this character or character that Gerald has added. It would be pretty funny, but we're not in Shakespearean times. We don't really do that. And we haven't seen that yet in the house on, I was about to say the house on Langley Street, Raisin in the Sun. So we're not going to add it now. So look at how we're having to add in all this, we're having to reformat. Remember, you need these spaces between each characters. Not only that, but the characters' names need to be bolded. So Gerald is going to have to go through and make sure that all the characters' names are bolded so that if this were an actual play, the characters would be able to know what was really going on. But so far, this is great. Gerald has followed his plot diagram. His plot diagram said that he was going to get to school and was going to play with it. He's been playing with it, talking about it with a kid named Ben. Now we know that this climax is going to happen. He's going to have to write that climax and then get escorted to the nurse's office, talk to her, and have some sort of resolution, whether that be positive or negative. Notice, however, though, that there were a lot of places we could add those small little tiny stage directions. He was unsure. We could even say the boy, and we could say interested and excited, right? Sorry for my bad typing when I type so quickly. Do we have any questions about what we're doing or about how we can edit ours? Is there someone else who wants to volunteer? Eli? Okay, we'll do one more. If you don't think this is helping and you just want to be working on your final document, you are allowed to be working on your final document. You don't have to pay attention anymore. But if this is helping, go ahead and stay on my Zoom shared screen with us. Okay, as the family arrives, they start to unload everything, all but Ruth. Walter sees the chance to talk to Ruth, so he stops. Mama and Travis and Benita are still unloading the rest of the stuff as Ruth and Walter talk. So this is the same day, right? It's the same day. Yeah. So we're going to say same day, a hour later, the younger family arrives at their new house. Boom, right? A little bit more detail. Ruth, I'm deeply sorry that I wasted the money. I was just trying to do something that did not matter. Starts to tear up. Sweetly, hey, wipe that tear off your face. Gives him a tissue. That is out of the picture. The only thing that matters is our family, and you should be saying sorry to Benita. Yes, okay, this is why I married you. He kisses Ruth on his way to call Benita. Hey, can I talk to you for a second? Glances at Mama. Yes. I'm sorry for blowing up in your face about moving to Africa. I was just scared to lose my only sibling. Benita interrupts him. I know you're just looking out for me. Isn't that what big brothers do? She smiles with joy. Well, let's finish unloading. And then we have this great stage directions here, a lot of description. Let's go up and check his plot diagram. What he wants is the climax that all of the youngers are home and Linder waits till they all sleep to spray what? Okay, to vandalize it. Okay, to vandalize their home with every word that he's not allowed to say. So we're really building up this tension. We see them get there, and now we're gonna see Linder is hiding in his car, waiting until that night. And good, Eli this is still a play. It's not a novel where we just can't have only the stage direction. So he's gonna have to be talking to himself. And I see that it goes from Linder to Linder. We're gonna create what's called a monologue, where Linder is kind of talking to himself out loud. So it's going to be a slightly longer Eli, and I want you to just map out everything that he would say, even if it would be in his head, because it's a play, right? And if you want a good example of a monologue from our book, go to page 136. Assegai has a monologue, right? It's pretty long, and he's trying to explain to Benita all these things. And you can do that for Mr. Linder too. Those people will pay for not taking my offer, like he's muttering under his breath or something, right? And then you can have him circling around the house or pulling things out of his car, and just a monologue, so that if he were on stage, the audience knows what's going on and knows what he's thinking. Does that make sense? Awesome. You guys are really getting the hang of this. You guys can 100% do this. You have about 20 minutes left. Really take your time. Put forth that effort. You guys got this. Keep going.